Season 5, Episode 9 of The Expanse. Winnipesaukee. It's a lake in New Hampshire. You guys remember this too? You guys remember this? What's the story, Wishbone? I don't know why I thought of that. Also, before I even get started with that, people were like, Ziggy, are you asleep at the wheel? And I said, what? And they're like, the torpedoes, dog. You got to look at the torpedoes. I said, okay, we'll check out the torpedoes again. So here we are, episode 7. They said, look at the torpedoes. Some of them are a little, This guy. Okay. Now, blue is like typically the symbol for, or the like visual cue for the proto molecule. Even though I wouldn't expect it to be burning proto molecule as like its energy source, but that's like the visual cue for the audience. That's proto molecule. So maybe they pulled a Naomi. So there you go. And they even show it up. They even show it up here. Patroclus. I don't think I know Patroclus.
And now maybe there is a problem.
Maybe.
This code you created, it stopped. And before it stopped, it changed.
Maybe there's a problem. That's impossible. Look at this guy. I love this guy's acting. I like how they're playing it over this too. Just like at the end credits. Ties in beautifully.
Malfunction. We have fuel to waste. I'll see if we can increase up.
Dramatic music. He's looking around the ship, dude. Coming off the ice. Gonna get a little bit of the moisture back, I guess. Ooh. But she hit her head there. Ooh. Music intensifies. Ooh. I don't know. Breck Eisner. Breck has made some bangers. We got to get in the compound, plant the idea, and then we're going to time the kick so we all fall out at the same time. That's my house right there. That's where I'm filming. Shuttle hangar and launch pad. Ravita Bowers. Okay. Ravita Bowers, one of the board of directors of Activision Blizzard. I see why they put her in there. Okay, I got you, fam. Born and educated in Los Angeles, California, she retired as a head of school at the Center for Early Education. She served as the head for 40 years. Bachelor Arts in the Humanities, graduate, completed a master's degree in developmental psychology. She was engaged as the lead faculty member at the National Association of Independent Schools Institute for New Heads. Upon her retirement, began coaching institutional leaders and consulting with for-profit organizations, colleges, school boards, and nonprofit on issues of governance, and governance best practices. Ravita Bowers. Quiet. A little too quiet. Yeah. That's Ralph. Little too Ralph.
Don't shoot.
Ooh.
Don't shoot. Anything that's worth money's in the house.
Okay. This poor family's gonna die. Then they're gonna kill these people. I don't know. I'm just guessing. Because nothing nice can ever happen. Always got gold. I'm pretty sure almost all her outfits have some hint of gold in it. Riddle, Viz, Amy, Thong. It's gotta be dead or missing peoples. John Park. Will always love you. Yep. That's right. I was a little confused, but I
Son of a bitch.
remember reading that at the end of the last one.
Nice to see you. Inaros did to us.
Is he our role model now?
He should be.
No,
Make our people safer and to reduce the enemy's ability to hurt us
And
as quickly as possible.
he's talking more
We have to
confidently
take this
too.
fight back to the bastards who started.
my Arjun is dead. And I'd sacrifice everything to bring him back. And right now,
I liked Arjun.
everyone who loves
To be rational and objective.
I think we should hit Ceres Station. It's the biggest port.
Anderson Dawes was a friend.
He'd never oppose Inaros. They're occupied.
I will not be a part of this.
And they
Are
can
you stepping down?
Yes, sir.
they continue talking. She makes a remark, but they continue talking. It shows how in this context how his mind is made up, but also like how insignificant her opinion is now. I think this guy's my favorite crew member. Samir Salam.
She's my koala. I cannot keep something like this from her.
Earth first, right? I don't know all these words. Okay. I don't know. Love of my life. Something like that. Maybe. I couldn't find a easy definition.
She's not the only one you love here.
I'm gonna say love of my life. Something like that.
So, you will keep your silence. Understood?
Oksana. Oksana.
Convince a ship that wears rifle honor? That'd be fucking helpful.
Yeah, okay.
You can fake
Really?
an ID like that?
Oh. Okay. Sure.
We're not here to evacuate you or give you anything, so fuck off.
And it I think it's kind of interesting watching Amos and Eric side by side, even in like I think the 3 interactions they've had when they first met him at the table, and then just right now, because you have to imagine like they grew up together, and I don't want to say he got softer. That's not really the right word, but he changed. Amos changed a little bit, but you have to imagine they grew up together, they survived together. And the way that Eric is interacting with people is probably reminiscent of how they used to interact with people together, right? You wouldn't survive if you were like when Amos was a kid, he couldn't act like he is acting now. He would have been swallowed. He would have been eaten up in the churn. But now he probably views it as like, you know, I just think that's kind of interesting.
Make sure it is done.
This is not smart.
Good hunting.
This is just not smart leadership right there. That's I know why you have to do it because they're the one there,
For you to say compromise.
but you know she's not gonna do it.
On the inner's leash.
Maybe I just vent you out of airlock.
Needs to be done.
Dude, my chick is so cold she could survive in space, ho.
Give me your gun.
What?
Gordanier. Aw. Rest in peace, homie. Looks like they have symbols of their religions there, which is nice.
Tomorrow. Pastor's gonna lose.
Snap elections then.
Yes, but those are unpredictable. A lot of people feel it's if you were nominated to lead us again, would you serve?
Oh. I would need Aaron Wright as my second in command and Murtry as my lead spy. And then I'll take the job. I'm not sure what this is. This looks like, just guessing. It looks like something from a ship I mean, an actual like naval ship. You gotta have opposing viewpoints. That is correct.
I trust you, and you're not afraid.
Okay, maybe that's exactly what it is.
Arthur says no, because I'm trying to drink less. The best the belt has to offer is terrible.
Shows a lot about.
It used to be funnier.
They don't. I say obviously there's a lot of layers to that. It reflects on how they don't really consider them as equals. It reflects on how they don't feel the need to even try to think like them in terms of warfare or in terms of strategy, right? It kind of reflects on like their sort of, what's the word I'm looking for, when you get comfortable, when you stagnate, when you just stagnate.
The most pathetic shakedown I've ever seen. You must be new at this.
This look means
people will
something.
need access to that as well.
A little nod.
Didn't work.
Stop it!
Clarissa.
Out of the way.
Oh, Clarissa.
We don't have to do this.
Clarissa.
We're in Baltimore.
I just shoot them all. I think you just waste them all. Yeah, I would have shot them all. I would have killed everybody. That's just me.
Strategy. All right. Let's get back to work so we'll be gone before they come back.
It's kind of dumb. Sometimes you got to make the hard choices. Ladies and gentlemen, I can make the hard choices.
I don't understand why
You guys came up to me in the apocalypse and you're like, hey, can I just have a Cliff Bar? Just one Cliff Bar? Nah. Waste everybody. Waste everybody.
And I go along again. How much shit do I have to eat before you treat me with some respect?
What?
You love Naomi. Do you love us?
Yeah.
Of course.
You say it.
Oh, no. But I still like you.
Yes.
Oh.
If only can help her. You can't save her. You know what happens when someone goes against me?
I'm a fucking drummer.
If we are disloyal,
I can do
we'll be killed.
whatever I
Not
want.
just you, not just...
I already knew all those people were dead. Now I'm 100%. Oksana. Oksana, rest in peace, dog, because this is the end times for you.
As far as I can tell.
The FA-18 Hornet stick.
He calls you Peaches.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Never even eaten a
Why do you
peach.
call him Timmy?
Because that's his name.
Quiet. Relax.
Famous last words.
You! She's distracting him.
Feels
He can get laid in his own time.
feels laying some game down.
I don't want to leave everything behind and start all over again.
I remember thinking that too.
You won't have to. You're dead.
We're coming back to Baltimore.
What?
Where did Timmy find you?
Serving life sentence for multiple homicides.
Trick or treat.
What do you see?
Definitely moving around in the trees. No clear line.
Boom. Could have called that.
Over there! Return fire!
Get the fuck down.
Ooh. 7, 8 people. Ooh.
Thank you. Lake slide on the deck if you have to. You might black out what we left off.
Is it mod time? Oh no. Ooh, okay.
He's done!
I like the music here. Ooh, he got shrapnel in the face. Ooh. Okay, it didn't hit his eye. Okay. Oh, there she goes. She's doing her thing.
Initiating launch. Please wait until hangar doors are fully open.
Fuck this!
Roast those bitches. haven't seen Hutch. Gotta assume she's dead. Rest in peace. That's a sick ass looking ship right there. Okay, before we get too deep in there, I want to look at this stuff again, because I think there's just 2 takes.
Return fire! Fuck down!
In the middle fire. I'm gonna watch this again to make sure. So from this cut to Eric standing up, it's 38:26. This is all just holding the camera. So this is where I thought there might be a cut. I don't think they cut here then. I'm gonna say this is all one take still. Up here, get on the wall. The cinematography here is awesome too, because the lighting and the angle helps convey the depth to keep everything interesting. And you have these like dark light scenes, and they're also like backlit, and I'll point out a few times. Here is a great backlit, and the eye is easily drawn like right here to the side of his face. But that's kind of where you're drawn, is to him. Where you have this dark, this light, and then this sort of edge highlight here, more dark there. And this guy dies, and they transition, and there's a light like up here shining this way. So you get these beautiful edge highlights on the characters. They run up the length of the wall. Then again, they just crossed underneath a light there to keep silhouetting him and popping him out of the darkness. Right? Like some of that depth you lose towards the end of the wall when there's no light there. When they're transitioning to just, you see the background. Like here, it's a little muddy. And if you pulled up like the color balance of this, you'd probably maybe be clipping like towards the middle. This whole part might just be black. Maybe the brightness of my monitor is a little too low. But then you start getting in this light here. And then when they get up to the actual wall, you see they're not focusing like on the same side of the character that they were when they're crossing the wall, right? Now they're looking down the length of that sort of tunnel. So you're like basically looking into the L of the room, right? To show the depth and to also get this light in here. Right? As opposed to, again, like imagine the camera's here. Imagine they moved it this way, which is kind of where it was when they were going up the length of the wall, how it's kind of looked flat. You'd have them there, and then off into the distance, you'd see those people shooting. Whereas here, you can get that beautiful light in and keep the depth. But I would much rather watch this than like Liam Neeson getting over the fence, right? The handy cam being close up, whipping it around for like that sense of action. And then the blocking and the lighting of everything to make it all just work. Like this is, I don't know, a minute and a half, whatever. And then they do another minute and a half once they get in there and they're running away from it. And then cut there. I'm not sure. Realistically, this guy, I'm not sure what he could actually hit from this angle here with how high the wall is. If they're like standing here on the hill, flip it back here. So one take when they run in here, whip it down. Maybe could have cut there. Didn't seem like it though. And they're doing, I keep trying to look because I'm trying to look over his shoulder. But they actually like bring the camera in to obfuscate it because it looks like the tunnel keeps going and you can't quite see the end of the tunnel, right? And as they get tighter in, you just can't see anything down the tunnel anymore. And then they whip back and you see like, okay, here's the length of the distance. And then when you whip back again, they're basically at like the apex of the end of the tunnel. So maybe this is all in one take, or maybe this is a transition when you whip it to the left. Maybe you can kind of obfuscate some transitions there to just keep the distance moving.
With her bare hands. I'm gonna be a lot nicer to her.
Regardless. Irregardless. That's really fucking cool. Oh, he's actually reloading there. Okay. He's reloading. He was actually reloading. I missed that the first time. And then there's that. Finally, the cut. Just amazing job there. Peacefully resting. Well, incidental character gets a lot of dialogue. They're dead. Leaving Earth behind, probably for the final time in a gunfight.
You wanted to see me. To be honest,
I didn't.
I didn't.
Somehow managed to make a hard vacuum transit to the Chetzemoka before it got underway.
Hard vacuum.
She's aboard it now.
The title of the last episode.
Into that, he left us.
Again.
She left us both. Again.
There it is, dude. There it is, dude. Oh, he's got all the symptoms of this is domestic abuse. He's a abusive parent. Nah, dude. Nah. I'm gonna have some candy and just Marco. He's the chosen one. He's the chosen one. Corey. Both of you. Don't you fucking kill this guy. Don't you fucking kill this guy. This is my dude. Okay, dude, with this Roblox ass fucking combine this with this, and then I'll be able to send a message through the bomb because of the wire. Okay, dude. Naomi can figure that out. What? We got a little HUD here. Just tapped into the bombs. Ooh. Ooh, I see. Is it a good cry laugh or a bad cry laugh? I don't know. It's a bad cry laugh. I got another fucking idea with water this time, dude. Naomi can figure it out. So we're set up for drummer. Set up for Amos. Bunch of things are set up, right? There's a strike team to hunt down Marco. Taking place on Luna, right? They're putting together the strike team, right? The Felix, I believe, Admiral Felix was like, I'm transferring there, right? Maybe, I don't know, all of a sudden we get these people that are on board. They got maybe a little bit of a grudge against Marco. Maybe they would have a reason to be a part of the strike team. I don't know. You got Naomi figuring stuff out on the Chetzemoka. You got Alex coming to the Chetzemoka. Rocinante also heading to the Chetzemoka. You got Drummer heading to the Rocinante, which is going to cause a conflict between the Ice Queen and Drummer and her crew. I'm not sure what Marco is going to do. My prediction is I don't know what Marco's going to do. They didn't like give me any info as to what is he going to join them, right? To finish the job? Or is he like, oh no, the play is to keep going to that ring gate from what they had set up the episode before when he was looking at like the analysis or whatever, the 2 UN ships and 1 Martian ship. Maybe I got that wrong. But there's a line going to the ring gate. So maybe his fleet is heading there, right? 2 UN frigates and 1 Martian frigate or something. At the very beginning of the episode, they're like, oh, they attacked 2 UN frigates and 1 Martian frigate. That could be those ships in front of the ring gate that they showed at the beginning of that episode. Or the end of that episode, sorry. So maybe that's what they attacked to make the ring gate open so they could get through. Again, we've still got the Admiral, I forget his name, Salvatore. And then Emily, that whole thing still exists. So there's quite a bit. Great episode. I'm excited for next week. I'm really excited for next week with all like the pieces and all the pieces coming together, because it's possible everybody meets up and Amos and Clarissa are a part of the strike team, which is going to hunt Marco, and they like, I don't know. It could be really cool. I hope he doesn't die. I haven't read the books, so I don't know. Don't spoil it. But I hope he's not done. He's so good. He's so good. Okay. I'll see you next week. Hopefully for real this time.